Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's lsfl number 4 letter U broadcast. And this evening, we've got some news tonight, and we will be talking about
You're jamming with the
careers
hottest disc jockey.
for the coming year of 2024. Like I've done the last several years, I believe, and we're going to look at careers. So if you're in college, you're thinking of a career change. I looked up a list, and these were on the top of the list that I look up. They were pretty much the same. There's some new ones that looks new that wasn't on last year's list of careers, and I've got a little description of each one and kind of what it entails. Alrighty. So, yeah, I haven't done news in a while. There's a lot of good news, which I like to call, angels among us, because it says, with God, anything is possible. So, yeah, I like to share the news that you will never hear on your social media. These are good news, positive stories you'll never hear on the news. So, anyway, hope all is well. Having a nice New Year. I know cold weather and winter's blasting in the country. So be careful out there and stay warm and be prepared, so be ready for that. So, anyway, we've got some of that. So, and then we'll be back with our Bible group with the nine fruits of the Spirit. Last time I did faithfulness. So we'll continue with the next another one of those. And I really don't have anything new. This isn't political. This is not your worldly broadcast, and not your typical broadcast of, someone listening to music and just sitting there making faces and acting surprised and not knowing what's going on. No offense to any of those reaction video people who do that, but when I do it, I try to do e- educate at the same time about what was going on, about the song, about the artists, things like that. Just don't, no offense to them, but you know, they don't know how many people are in the band. They don't know anything about instruments or effects or what's going on in the studio or what, I'm not a studio musician by no stretch, but at least I kind of have a good knowledge of. I've been around doing it for playing music long enough to kind of understand what's going on. So anyway, welcome, and I hope all is well. So we're going to kick off, and we'll be doing some news. So here's some news.
8. Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff.
All right, I do positive news, no negative news, no political. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time with politics in this world. What's going on? Look at the truth. All right, here we go. A 14-year-old innovator wins prestigious science award for skin cancer soap. An aspiring young scientist hailing from Annandale, Virginia, has secured the coveted title of America's top young scientist for a groundbreaking creation, a bar of soap designed to combat skin cancer. 14-year-old Heman Beckel emerged the victor of the 3M Young Scientist Challenge, standing out among 9 other finalists with his innovative creation known as the skin cancer treating soap. In recognition of his exceptional achievement, the ninth grade prodigy is set to receive a substantial cash reward of 25,000. And Beckley's revolutionary concept presented through a concise 2-minute video submission, which centers. Hold on, let me do this. Oh man. Oh boy. Okay, which centers on the development of a soap that is not only affordable, priced and less than $10 per bar, but has the potential to reactivate dendritic cells, the body's natural defenders of the skin, to combat skin cancer. In Beckley's own words, he's saying, curing cancer one bar of soap at a time. His passion for biology and technology was the driving force behind this ingenious creation. And the 3M Young Scientist Challenge provided him with the perfect platform to showcase his visionary ideas. Reflecting on his inspiration, Beckel shared that his childhood in Ethiopia played a significant role in shaping his innovative thinking. Having witnessed people toil tirelessly under the scorching sun, he couldn't help but wonder how many were aware of the risk associated with prolonged sun exposure. Over the coming 5 years, Beckel aspires to perfect his invention and establish a nonprofit organization dedicated to distributing his innovative creation to underserved communities, offering hope and a practical solution in the fight against skin cancer. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that's off to you, my friend. And a man with Down syndrome was missing for 6 days, and he was found in a locked subway corridor. A 31-year-old man with Down syndrome was missing, and he was finally found inside a small room in a metro station in Maryland. For nearly a week, Jimmy Hall and his family embarked on a frantic search for his missing son, who has Down syndrome. The young man, known as Rashawn Williams, but affectionately called Shawnee Boy, had disappeared from his caregiver and boarding a bus in Maryland. A police officer searching the Glenmont Metro station found Williams in a locked corridor. The station manager guided the officer to a hidden corridor where they discovered Williams alive and surprisingly healthy. It was believed that he had entered the corridor and the door had locked behind him. Rather than attempting to ascend a steep set of stairs, he had remained in a small room. Williams was taken to a local hospital where he received treatment for dehydration, and the medical staff confirmed he was in excellent health. Amen. And high school students grow 7,000 pounds of vegetables and gives it all away. And at Calamus Wheatland High School, 16-year-old Lauren Schrader is sowing the seeds of compassion and generosity. Hailing from a long line of Schrader FFA Future Farmers of America members, Lauren is making a significant impact on her community by growing fresh produce on her family's farm and donate it to local nonprofit organizations in eastern Iowa. In under 2 years, she has donated an impressive 7,000 pounds of produce. Lauren's journey as a philanthropic gardener began during a food drive amid the challenge of the COVID pandemic. Observing a scarcity of fresh produce for community members in need, she decided to take matters into her own hands. With the support of her family, Lauren transformed a half acre of land into her own garden during her sophomore year. Thanks to a grant from Future Farmers of America, she expanded her garden to a full acre, complete with protective fencing to shield the crops from pests. The garden boasts a diverse array of over 20 types of produce, ranging from tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, squash, cauliflower, zucchini, broccoli, and other various vegetables. Despite juggling over 1,000 hours of work in the garden, especially during the summer softball season and livestock exhibitions, Lauren remains steadfast in her goal. She aims to donate a total of 20,000 pounds of produce by the time she graduates high school next year in 2025. Awesome. Hats off to you, young lady. That's awesome. That's awesome. And Canada bans the import and export of elephant ivory and rhino horns. At news conference in Ottawa, Canada's Environment Minister Stephen Guilbeault announced a ban on the domestic trade of elephant ivory and rhino horn, as well as the import of hunting trophies containing these products. Since 1980, the number of elephants in Africa has fallen from 1.3 million to approximately 415,000. That's a decline of 70%. And rhinoceros populations continue to face threats to their survival. These new stricter measures will result in the prohibition of the import and export of raw elephant ivory and raw rhinoceros horn, with very limited exceptions, like the zoo research, scientific research, things like that, you know, stuff, and prohibit the import of elephant ivory and rhinoceros horn hunting trophies. And permits will now be required for household items and personal effects of worked elephant ivory and worked rhinoceros horn. Yeah, we need to start killing off our species here of animals, you know. Okay, Laundromat donates over 900 pairs of socks to local charities. The Laundry Basket, a local laundromat, has ingeniously turned a common problem into a charitable initiative to ensure everyone has this essential item. Owner Amanda Seidel shares the inspiration behind their, this was back in November of last year, sock drive. Quoted saying, "For every lost sock we found, we pledged to donate a brand new pair to local charities." Very nice. The beneficiaries include Partners for Peace, the Shaw House, and the Hope House through PCHC. The laundromat's daily sock pickups yield 56 lost socks in November. The community actively participated in the sock drive, resulting in the collection of over 950 pairs of new socks. Additionally, sock brands Bombas generously donated 750 pairs, further boosting the initiative. And Seidel emphasizes the role of the laundromat as a hub for community connections and as a local business. She believes in giving back. Amen. That's why there's angels. God puts angels on here. You know, like I said, with God, anything is possible. And Colorado Parks and Wildlife released 5 wolves in historic reintroduction plan. In a significant step towards wildlife conservation, Colorado Parks and Wildlife executed a historic release of 5 gray wolves. Yeah. Into public land in Grand County, marking the commencement of a voter-approved reintroduction program. The initiative aims to establish a sustainable and self-sustaining gray wolf population in Colorado. The gray wolves, initially captured in Oregon, underwent a thorough evaluation by CPW veterinarians and biologists to ensure their fitness for relocation. Criteria for release encompass considerations such as age, sex, health, and overall body condition of each animal. Before their release into the remote forests of Colorado's Rocky Mountains, each gray wolf underwent a detailed examination, including weight and measurement assessments. CPW staff collected essential genetic material through tissue and blood samples. Additionally, each wolf was equipped with a GPS satellite collar to facilitate tracking post-release. This release is part of a broader plan outlined in the Colorado Wolf Restoration and Management Plan, which envisions the reintroduction of 10 to 15 wolves in Colorado by March this year. CPW aims to release 30 to 50 wolves over the next 3 to 5 years, utilizing a strategic approach involving the capture of wolves from neighboring northern Rocky states. These wolves will be obtained through trapping and darting during the winter months, ensuring a careful and controlled reintroduction process. Gray wolves hold a dual status of both state and federally endangered species in Colorado, as designated by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. The reintroduction project stands as a noteworthy milestone in CPW's longstanding commitment to species recovering within the state. As the gray wolves find their new home in the remote expanses of Colorado's Rocky Mountains, this initiative reflects a dedicated effort towards restoring ecological balance and preserving the rich biodiversity of the region. That's cool. That's cool. And two friends have surprised over 400 nursing home residents with Christmas gifts this past Christmas. Back in 2017, Barbara Rotunda and Jean Toro McDonald, two friends from St. Petersburg, decided to spread the holiday spirit by surprising residents at Nurses Helping Hands, and it's a local nursing home. With Christmas gifts, little did they know that this simple act of kindness, which God's angels among us, would evolve into heartwarming tradition and ultimately the creation of their nonprofit organization. Residents Hope, in their inaugural year, Rotunda and McDowell spent around $120 to provide Christmas gifts for 13 individuals at Nurse Helping Hands. The joy and gratitude they witnessed inspired them to embark on a more ambitious mission to bring the magic of Christmas to as many nursing home residents as possible. Fast forward back in 2022, and the dynamic duo achieved an incredible milestone. Rotunda and McDonald, through their nonprofit Residents Hope, had the privilege of serving over 400 individuals across 5 different nursing home facilities. The exponential growth of their initiative was a testament to their unwavering commitment to making a positive impact on the lives of those often overlooked during the holiday season. This heartwarming success prompted Rotunda and McDonald to take their mission to the next level. So back in July of 2023, they officially founded Residents Hope as a nonprofit organization. And their initiative, the Christmas Giving event, became the driving force behind the cause. They were quoted as saying, "Our organization reaches out to nursing home facilities, compiles a list of individuals in need at each facility, shops for personalized gifts, elegantly wraps them with their signature bow, and ensures timely delivery so that residents can enjoy Christmas presents." The founders shared, and Residents Hope has become a beacon of hope for seniors in nursing homes, offering not just gifts, but a sense of community and connection during the holiday season. The organization's impact continues to grow, and the founders are determined to make each Christmas brighter for those who may otherwise be forgotten. Amen and amen. Nice story. And a missing child found alive inside a pile of snow by a police dog in Finland. Finland Police Department successfully located a missing elementary school-aged child with the help of their dedicated police dog, Kua. The child had gone missing back in before Christmas around 7 o'clock in the evening in Koripalahti. The steadily falling snow had covered the tracks, leading the family to seek assistance from the authorities. A situation organization was quickly established, including a dog patrol. I can't even pronounce this, from Yavaskala. I'm sorry for my pronunciations, which played a crucial role in the miraculous, God driven rescue. The research initially focused on the city center, but the breakthrough came near the child's home. The dog patrol, led by Kuha, carefully inspected a snow pile where children had built snow caves. Despite the challenging conditions, the dog's keen sense of smell and the persistence of the patrol paid off. At around 12:30 in the morning on Christmas Eve, the dog discovered a shoe sole buried under 3 feet of snow. The child, who had been trapped in a collapsed snow cave, was unresponsive initially but gradually recovered after receiving medical attention. The community breathed a collective sigh of relief as the child was able to speak in the ambulance. The success of this rescue mission was attributed to the extensive training of the police dogs and the dedication of the dog patrol. The dog handler's knowledge that human scent rises in the snow led to a second search for the pile, ultimately leading to the child's discovery. The Finnish Police Dog Association commended the dog patrol for their exceptional performance and celebrated Kuha's role in the successful rescue. The handlers' hundreds of hours of training paid off, emphasizing the importance of well-trained police dogs in critical situations. Yeah, how that's huge. You know, I don't think we take in consideration the dogs, how they're trained, police dogs, and the training that the dogs go through. It is amazing, you know, um, what they go through. And beavers make a comeback in California after 75 years. And the California Department of Fish and Wildlife has initiated the first phase of its beaver translocation efforts, marking the inaugural beaver conservation release in nearly 75 years. Collaborating with the Maydew Summit Consortium, introduced a family of 7 beavers to Plumas County. It's a site known to the tribal community as Tasman Koyum. The newly introduced beaver family joins an existing resident beaver in the valley, aiming to establish a breeding population that will sustain the mountain meadow ecosystem, its processes, and the habitat crucial for various species. The historic release marks the initial phase of the CDFW's North American Beaver Restoration Project, releasing these creatures onto the ancestral lands of the Mountain Maydew people. Subsequent to this, a beaver reintroduction endeavor is scheduled for the Toole River Reservation in the southern Sierra Nevada. The CDFW reported that the beaver family has successfully adapted to their new habitat, having already established shelter for the upcoming winter, and they will continue to be monitored. That's always good news. Always, you know, always good news to hear when species and things like that, and you know, so that is the news. That is the news. All right. So our next topic, our next segment is I always like to look up different careers for the new year. What's might be in demand, maybe some ideas of you don't know what you want to do, or do you want to change careers, or do you want to, you know, do you want to maybe change careers or not sure what to get into and while you're in school and haven't decided yet. So here's some ideas of some careers for this year that could be something to look into. So do your research. Um, call your colleges and get the information and do the research on these careers. Definitely. Find out what's involved, how much school, what kind of certificates, licenses, and etc. that you'll have to put in and put the time in for and do. So I know, in if you're not maybe happy with a career or you want to branch off into something different in the same field. I mean, that sounds like something interesting that you might like to do. So here's a list of careers that you may want to look into for this year in 2024. So it's not any particular order or money or anything like that. It was just I just looked up a couple random lists of careers for the year of 2024 this year, and mostly they all match. So, which is cool. So I like to go through more than one more than one resource, So, all right, first, a nurse anesthetist, and you're in the healthcare, and you're going to make around $203,000 a year, and you administer gases and drugs to patients before medical procedures. You get to knock, I guess you get to knock the people out when they come in and knock you out. That's what you'll do. And you must be licensed by the state and already possibly, I think you need to already be a registered nurse. So you need to complete a nurse anesthesia program and pass the certification exam. All right. And this is a dental hygienist, and you'll make around 81,000 a year. And search that too, because this just might be, I don't know if this is a nationwide or just in a general, but look that up too. But that's just the numbers they had on the lists. And you're responsible for the treatment and prevention of oral diseases. And you apply fluorides, topical anesthesia, and you complete a dental hygiene program accredited by the Commission of Dental Accreditation. And an associate's degree is required, and a bachelor's or a master's degree is even better if you get a master's or a bachelor's. All right. And this is a sales manager, and you're in the sales and marketing, and you'll make around 130,000 doing this. And you're responsible for connecting the business with the customer, and you have a keen understanding of the target consumer, sales goals, and project objectives to effectively lead an organization's sales staff. And your responsibilities differ whether you're a manager is working in a business to business or direct to customer organization, but your the communication and leadership is constant. So if that's what you're good at, you got a good talent for, you got a gift for that. And a bachelor's degree um, is you might want to definitely have, and taking business or sales and marketing classes on top of having a bachelor's degree would be beneficial with that. It didn't say a master's or anything like that, but definitely a bachelor's degree would definitely set you further up. All right. And this, which I don't remember seeing last year, is an industrial psychologist. An industrial psychologist. And you're going to make close to 140 a year. And you apply principles of psychology in the workplace. And with mental health and personal wellness are becoming more and more popular at jobs in companies. And it requires a master's degree in industrial or organizational psychology. All right. So I think this is new, an industrial psychologist. So I guess you're kind of like a psychologist in the workplace. Okay. I don't know. And this is a web developer, and this is technology, and you're going to make close to 80,000. And you build and maintain websites, web developer. And it's a code heavy position that deals with web facing technology to ensure users can effectively use a program's interface. And so take a lot of computer classes on web. Yeah, take a lot of computer classes for this, and websites and web facing and technology and computer development and whatever classes. So look those up when you talk to your college, and let them know you're interested in getting into web development, being a web developer. And this is a veterinarian. Holy cow, man. So this is a healthcare field, just with animals, of course. So you're going to make over 100,000 a year, and you'll be required to take care of animals. So if you're good with animals, love animals, and and you'll use machinery, medical knowledge to diagnose and treat animals. You can work in like animal clinics, animal hospitals, the zoo. You travel if you want, farms, laboratories, classrooms. And you need an accredited doctor of veterinarian medicine program degree. All right. A 4-year educational program. And it doesn't require a bachelor's degree. All right. But a lot of people, they do get their bachelor's before taking the classes to be a veterinarian, but it's not required. So check on that too. Ask questions. Definitely talk to your college and ask them. And, that's what they're there for. There's advisors there at the colleges, and they'll let you know, um, for this. So, and this is an occupational therapist, which this has, of course, been on the list that I can remember since I've been doing this. So I think this hasn't changed. So you're going to make around 93 a year, and you'll use a background in medicine and health to care to restore someone's well-being. And you can teach daily life skills to help build greater independence for their patients through consistent effort. And you work to improve lives through mental, physical, developmental, or emotional support, depending on the patient's needs. And accreditation through the Accreditation Council for Occupational Therapy Education, and passing the National Board for Certification and Occupational Therapy exams are a couple things you need to do to get to be an occupational therapist. And a bachelor's and master's degree for an occupational therapist. And this is a mechanical engineer. And this is in engineering. And you'll make around 96 a year. 96. And if you're good with tinkering with things, mechanical, you use tools, operate machines, and perform tangible maintenance in day-to-day work. And you earn a bachelor's degree, and sometimes you're going to need, depending on what you do as a mechanical engineer, a master's degree. So you like to work with tools and machines and things like that. And our beloved lawyers, all right, they make around 135 a year. And which type of lawyer you want to be, and always be a good, honest, God-fearing lawyer, I would hope. So you work in government agencies, private practices, law firms, you see the commercials every day, all the time, billboards for lawyers, divorce lawyers, you name it. I had a friend in California who was studying and going to school to be an entertainment lawyer, which sounded really cool because you work for the movie industry and the music industries. So if another artist, if another musician is like suing another musician for ripping off a song or something like that, that's what they do. Or let's say a movie company gets sued, or something, a movie company needs legal representation. That's what you do. I don't know if they represent actors or actresses or not or anything like that, but that's an entertainment lawyer. So it's like, how cool is that? Or, if someone goes to sue an actor or an actress for something or another, you represent them. And this is orthotist and prosthetist. And it's in healthcare. And you make around 77,000. And you're responsible for life-changing support appliances for like the body, braces, orthosis, prosthesis, and you manage artificial body parts, prosthetics, and you need a bachelor's degree, and a residency program would be beneficial. And you don't need a master's degree for this. But, like I said, do your research at your colleges and what city and state you're in, and definitely talk to the college advisors and ask them. Definitely, do your research on these too. So you'll help people who lose a limb, connecting new arms or legs or, feet, whatever, if they need a foot. You see athletes now, that's what you'll be doing. And this is an operations research analyst, and you'll be in business, and it starts around 86 a year, and you use data and research to steer companies' production in the right direction, and you use logistical expertise lends itself to solving problems that save an organization time and money. And a master's degree in analytical field, mathematics, computer science could definitely help you out with this. All right. And this is a genetic counselor. I think this is new. I didn't see this one last year. And you'll make close to 90 a year. And it's in the healthcare. And genetic counselors investigate a family's lineage to determine current health risks. And it's a STEM profession, which is what science, technology, I can't remember, in mathematics, engineering, mathematics. And you take a look at a family's history of health problems and birth defects and genetic disorders and things like that. And you work with families about treatment and decisions based on genetic investigations. So you'll need a bachelor's degree and probably a master's degree also, and a board certification through American Board of Genetic Counseling. And that's from state to state. So check in the state you're in on that one. And this is a management analyst, and this is in business, and you're making about 95 a year. And you're responsible for guiding organizations more efficiently and effectively through studies and careful planning. and the position is measured by a professional's ability to recommend ways to optimize a business. And a bachelor's degree in business is a way, and a master's degree will definitely, you know, set you up really well. And a certified management consultant certificate wouldn't hurt either for this. All right. And this is a statistician, which is also a business career. And you'll be making around almost 100 grand. And you use statistical and mathematical theories to condense large amounts of data into bite-sized small conclusions. And it's in education, you can government, healthcare, um, and you'll be applied to a vast number of fields or issues like environment, public safety, healthcare, and sports. And a bachelor's degree in statistics, mathematics, and a master's degree in statistics, definitely, or survey methodology might be good to take for this to get a master's degree. All right. And this is a marketing manager, and you're in sales and marketing. You're be making about 140, and you watch trends in different company brands, and you manage outward appearance of an organization. Now, you implement and oversee executive marketing strategy for organizations, and definitely a bachelor's degree in marketing, media related field would help, definitely. And personal experience on a social media is beneficial. And an internship, you know, do an internship for this, and that's a marketing manager. This is a speech language pathologist, and that's the healthcare field. So you'll be making around 84, 84. And you're a therapist kind of, and you teach and mitigate and aiding people with issues involving speech or swallowing. And you can work in schools, hospitals, care centers. There's several good options for being a speech language pathologist. And you work with many types of patients, stroke victims that are relearning to speak, children who have trouble swallowing, babies, people who stutter, children and with language delays, and speech language. Pathologists need to take a state license and must complete a 2-year speech language pathology master's program. So, like I said, check your state, check the schools, on these. And this is an actuary, and this is a business career, and you'll be making about 114 to 115 a year. And you manage and mitigate financial risks and assess different risk factors such as accidents, medical problems, retirement, and how they relate to company benefits. And you're essential to the insurance industry and increasingly finding niches in other businesses. And you need to be well versed in mathematics, which, God, I am not. A bachelor's degree in math is necessary, definitely. A bachelor's degree in math. And you need to pass exams to be certified. Okay. And this is a data scientist. And this is in technology, and you'll be making close to 104,000. And you sight through the numbers and make sure it all makes sense in data. and you have an expert knowledge of algorithms and machine learning. And you turn raw data into meaningful, tangible information, unlocking patterns and phenomena for the rest of for people. And a data scientist should have a bachelor's degree in a STEM related field, okay, and mathematics or computer science. A master's degree or doctorate definitely adds to it. All right. Sorry about the dogs. And this is an information security analyst. And you're in the technology career, and you'll be making about 112 a year. And you protect information through the knowledge of firewall, software, and computer security. And it's necessary in the increasingly digital and remote workplace. And you must be on call sometimes for security emergencies. And workers enter the field with a bachelor's degree in a related field as computer and information technology, engineering, or math. And this is a medical and health services manager. And this is in the business. And you'll be making around 105 a year. And you handle business side of healthcare community. And you organize, oversee, direct day-to-day operations of public health centers and care facilities. And you manage in a range of settings across a medical facility for a specific department to improve the efficacy and quality of healthcare services. And a medical and health services managers may have to work. You might have to work on weekends, evenings, be on call. A bachelor's degree in health administration, a master's degree in related fields, or a certificate. Definitely you want to, so look into that one and ask about that one. That's a medical and health services manager. And this is a physician assistant. So this is a healthcare career, and you'll be making close to, around 126 a year. And you work with a physician and use their medical expertise to examine, diagnose, and treat patients. And working on with other healthcare professionals as a team. And it's available in a variety of healthcare facilities with prospects of job growth and a high salary. So it's 126, not bad. And it involves evaluating patients and often making rounds. And you're going to be on your feet for a while, if you're able to stand. And your work schedule involves, you'll be working nights, weekends, holidays. You may be on call, things like that. And you earn a master's degree and you earn doctorates also. All right. And this is an IT manager, which you're in technology career, and you'll be making about 164. And you're responsible for technological aspects of a company's workflow and oversees project goals related to information systems. And these tech savvy manager drives growth and innovation in a company through their computer based skill set. And it's a pretty high, it's 164, almost 164 grand a year. Not bad. And usually you'll get a bachelor's degree in computer science or information science. So look into classes like that. And this is a software developer, and this is a technology career, and you'll be making around 127. And you're responsible for bridging the gap between creative ideas and practical technologies through computer know-how, coding skills, and ability to optimize software for a user. And a bachelor's degree in computer science usually is not necessary. Its education provides students with plenty of opportunity for coding and software experience. So take computer coding and software classes. And you might want to get a master's degree in that or a similar field. Maybe a web developer, then a software developer, and man, you're set. Look into that. And this is financial manager, and then you'll be in the business, career in business, and it starts close to 140 a year. And the ins and outs of an organization's economic health, financial decisions, and regulations that can affect it. And the position demands knowledge of banking, securities, and insurance. Financial managers face a competitive job market, though, too. And you can also handle international finance of financial instruments and securities all over the world, too, including derivatives and which is the most marketable. Now, a bachelor's degree in business would be good to have, and the minimum required for the role. And a master's degree in managerial experience definitely will help to get a master's degree. And this is a nurse practitioner, and you're in the healthcare field, and you'll be starting around 122 a year. And your responsibility range from diagnosing illness to managing medical equipment, and you're providing primary care to patients. And you'll work full time in hospitals or in other facilities. You'll work different shifts, maybe nights, weekends. You'll be on a shift most likely, and you may need to be on call. And you first become a registered nurse, and you'll get a bachelor's degree, associate degree, or other approved diploma is a requirement. And you have a master's degree in the specialty role that you're going to do. So you obtain a state specific license, a national certification exam, and different things like that. And you may have to take additional and get different certifications and different things as a registered nurse title. All right. So for 2024, there's a list of careers for 2024 that you may want to look into. So, check these out. Do your research on them. You know, talk your make a appointment with a college advisor and tell them, hey, I'm kind of looking into being a web developer. And they'll go over, okay, well, start with your basics of math and English. Unfortunately, you got to take classes that you always say, man, why am I taking this for? Because it doesn't pertain. Well, that's the game. And then you'll go into from that. If you start like in community college, you'll go to a university for however many years to get your bachelor's or master's, and however many years it takes, that you'll have to go. All right. So definitely do the research on these, check them out, talk to your colleges, advisors, like I said, set up a meeting and let them know, hey, I'm interested in getting into possibly one of these, occupational therapist, whatever. And definitely, make calls, do your research, talk to other individuals who do. What if you want to be a veterinarian? Talk to a vet. If you have a pet, go into an animal hospital and talk to a veterinarian and ask and talk to them about it. I'm sure they'd be happy if they have a free moment. They'd be happy to talk to you about, the amount of school and what's involved in it in your state, whatever, or city. Okay. So anyway, thank you so much. That wraps that up for the broadcast tonight. So please subscribe on YouTube at the lsfl number 4 letter U YouTube channel. And I have a website at msavio66 wix.com/life skills for life, and spell the whole thing out, life skills for life. And I'll be having shirts and hats, and I'm starting ready to go. I'm actually ready to go on it now. So it's just a matter of stocking up on shirts and vinyl and things like that. And I'm still saving up for a sublimation printer, stuff like that, so I can pretty much do anything. So, and we'll be posting. I'll be posting some pictures of different stuff, of shirts and hats and plates. I can do mugs and pretty much anything. Make sports bottles and stuff like that too. So soon, it's now ready to go, ready to start doing that. So hopefully, I'll have some pictures coming up pretty soon and be making stuff and taking pictures and posting things if you'd like something made. So starting out kind of slow, and it's fun to do. It's nice. So I'm gonna be making designs and broadcast shirts and stuff like that too. Or if you'd like something on your shirt, if you want to, whatever. So it's coming soon. So be making some stuff. So anyway, we're continue with our Bible group, and we're doing 9 fruits of the Spirit. And I'm just going to keep on. We'll go this year and keep on going. And this new year, open door in 24. Our church, uh, our church theme this year. God's going to open some doors this year and do some amazing things for you. Make a choice: the world or God, in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's your decision. So anyway, and thank you for everyone for watching the Christmas the Christmas broadcast. Yeah, it's fun. I really enjoy doing this. Hopefully it's different. It's something to help you, and it's a blessing to do, and especially spread the word of God and our Lord Jesus Christ too at the same time, and helping others with different things. So if there's a topic I can research for you, you want some awareness on, or something health related, life, faith, family, health, career. If you hear of a news story that needs to be shared, send it to me or let me know. Message me. I'm also on Facebook at lsfl for you, number 4, letter U. Also, and of course, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate the support. And basically, it's just another year. This will be year 5 years now. I'll be doing this. So, like I said, it has definitely been a blessing. I've got the phone set up to make phone calls from the broadcast here to hook up to the board. So I'm gonna get just an inexpensive prepaid phone I'll use, and I'll be post that number. So if anybody would ever want to feel like calling in or something, or I can call out. You have a business, you want me to call you and do a phone interview about your business or something like that. I'm all up for that. So that's in the works. I got to do that, and that's coming up pretty soon, hopefully. And other than that, I'm excited. Just good things are happening. Good things are going to happen, and a lot of blessings are going to be poured out in this in what's going on. So pray for Israel. Pray for people who are suffering and don't have a whole lot. Um, you know, um, yeah, a lot going on. Don't let the world determine how you live or how you think or believe, and don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. So anyway, have a nice evening and a stay warm this weekend. Boy, it's going to get very, very cold all the way into Monday for Martin Luther King's birthday. Um, so definitely stay warm. You got a fireplace, get that wood in the fire and stay warm and make sure your pets don't stay out any length of time, just long enough to do their duty and come back in. Yeah. So it's here. It's going to get single digits here this weekend. Saturday, single digits. And I think it's going to be by Monday, it's going to be in negative temperatures. Monday. And I think Tuesday in snow. So, wow. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Thank you for listening and um, keep it fresh, keep it new, keep it entertaining, I hope, and pray. So, anyway, thank you very much and good night and have a good weekend and take care of yourselves and take care of your neighbors too. All right. Be courteous, be kind, be a human being. All right. New year, open doors, new year, right? All right. So, God bless. Thank you. And we'll see you next time.